In a magnificent set of islands, in the middle of the Atlantic, lives a rare bird, a natural treasure of the Azores. The Priolo is one of the most threatened birds in the world. It only exists in the mountains of the eastern region of São Miguel Island, where the last spots of Laurel Forest can still be found. Abundant in the past, it was considered a plague, being chased and killed. In a few decades, its population got reduced to only 300 birds and was very close to extinction. The conservation actions developed since 2003 allowed the Priolo's population to increase up to nearly 1,000 birds. Yet, this species is still one of the most endangered songbirds in Europe, and if all the work is lost, it may disappear forever. The survival of Priolo depends on good areas of Laurel Forest, the native forest of the Azores, and a real living relic. In the last decades, invasive species have occupied the area of many native plants at a dizzying pace. This invasion reduces availability of food and shelter for the Priolo, seriously affecting its survival. Laurel forest loss may lead to the disappearance of several unique species, not only the Priolo, but also to the loss of important benefits for local populations, such as water regulation and protection against erosion, among others. Since 2003, SPA and its partners have been developing actions leading to the restoration of the Priolo's habit in order to ensure its preservation. These actions require trained teams able to work in the mountain areas where Laurel Forest can still be found. The success of the control of the exotic species is essential to the recovery of native plants and the Priolo. For a better result, it is also necessary to strengthen the native forest by planting species produced in a greenhouse. This reduces the possibility of new invasion by exotic species. Plants are produced from seeds harvested carefully in the natural forest. The work accomplished in the last 10 years has had important results. The Priolo's population increased to nearly 1,000, allowing the conservation status of the species to be downgraded from critically endangered to endangered. Yet, this is not enough to guarantee the long-term survival of the species. More than 250 hectares of natural forest were recovered, and more than 150,000 native and endemic plants were planted, but only with constant monitoring and maintenance can we prevent new invasions to these areas. It is not only the Priolo that benefits from conservation actions. Local economy is also a beneficiary of these projects. The lands of Priolo are internationally recognized as an excellent nature and sustainability tourism destination, and there are every year more tourists visiting the area, willing to discover a unique nature, the Priolo and the Laurel Forest. At the Priolo's Environmental Center each year, more than 1,500 students and 3,000 visitors benefit from an educational program. These excellent results were possible thanks to Azorean government and European Commission financing through two LIFE projects, LIFE Priolo and LIFE Plus Sustainable Laurel Forest, but they are coming to an end in 2012. These excellent results may not be enough to guarantee long-term survival of Priolo. The pressure by the invasive species widely distributed among the island is enormous. These plants could invade the recovered areas again if monitoring and maintenance is not continued. Your support will be fundamental to guarantee that the 250 hectares of recovered native laurel forest are free from alien plants, and also for the reforestation using new plants. Recovery of Priolo is already a symbol of the commitment between nature conservation and economic and social development in the two municipalities where the Priolo occurs, Nordeste and Povoação, the lands of Priolo. Help us to continue the work. Support this project. The Priolo thanks you.